Hello, everyone. My name is Tatiana, and today we are going to talk about regular expressions. Our plan for today is to know what is regex and where it is used. Then we will look at the syntax and how to write a regular expression. Then we will look at some Java examples, and after that you will have some time to ask your questions. So if you have questions, please post them in the chat during my presentation. Let's start. So what is a regular expression? It's a sequence of characters that forms a search pattern. A classic example is validation of some form. For example, here on the picture, you can see that recipient entered the email without @, and the form shows that it's incorrect email. For that, we can use regular expression. You can see some examples like regular expression for email validation, for price check, or for name of the user in Twitter. Let's move on to how to write the regular expression. To write regular expression, we should know some symbols and characters used for that. The first group is anchors caret and $sign. First symbol caret we use to find a match as the beginning of the string. For example, you see this regular expression caret and z, and it will matches every string that starts with the. That means the car or the end or any string that started with that. But if we have this caret in square brackets, that means it will exclude the symbol after that caret. For example, here it find park and garage symbols, but it won't find car. And the next is $sign. It's kind of opposite to caret because it will match if the combination of symbols in the end of the string. For example, here we expect the word end in the end of the string, and it will matches such strings as happy end or the end. And here you can see the example if we don't have a $sign or this caret symbol in the string, it will matches every string that has end. For example, here we have it in the end, here we have it in the middle, and it will matches. The next class of symbols is character classes. You can see that \d, \s, and \w will search for digit, for white space character, or word character. But if we have them in capital letters like capital letter D, it will search the opposite to what we have with small letter. Like small letter D will search a digit, and capital letter D will search non-digit, and so on. And one more symbol is dot. It will find just one instance of any character. For example, here, if we have .ar, it will find car, par, or gar. But we should know that if we put a dot in the square brackets, that will mean we will search for exactly dot after AR. For example, here it will matches this this string. Yeah, let's move on to next. Yeah, next is \. Why we should use it? Because sometimes we should not be taken literally, and this \/ is used to escape some characters. You can see here the example. \d and $$ will matches a string that has a digit, for example here 1, and the $. But if we forgot to write \, before the $, it will search for a digit at the end of the string, because the $, means that it's at the end of the string. So in that case, the same test string wouldn't match, because we don't have the digit in the end of the string. And one more notice, in Java, we should use 2 backslashes when we write a regular expression for escaping. Yeah, let's move on to other. It's OR operator. As OR operator, we can use pipe or these square brackets. In square brackets, we can write just some symbols that we're searching for. If we use this caret symbol, we will search symbols that are not in brackets. And we can use dash to describe the range of symbols. For example, here we are searching for digits from 0 to 9. And we can also use the pipe and write different options what we are searching in the string. For example, here we have I like and Java and CSS in brackets, but it will matches I like Java or I like CSS. The next example is without these braces, and we have here I like Java. It will search or I like Java or CSS. So that means it will match the string. For example, I don't like CSS. So don't forget don't forget to put this into braces. Next one is quantifiers, asterisk, plus, and question mark. If we see asterisk, that means that it will matches any string contains 0 or more occurrences of symbols before it. For example, here we have ABC and asterisk. That means it will matches AB or ABC or ABCC or any other combinations of C's in the end. And again, don't forget to put your combination into parentheses, because it will you can see the difference between these two regular expressions. It will matches different strings. Next one is plus sign, and it's like asterisk, but it won't let you have 0 number of symbols before it. It will matches if it contains 1 or more symbols. For example, ABC or ABCC or so on. And next one is question mark. It will allow only 0 or 1 occurrences of symbols before it. So it will matches AB or ABCC in this example. Let's move on to next one is quantifier curly brace. Here we can put exact number of how much symbols we expect here. For example, here it's 2. And we expect A, B, and 2 C's. We can put a range of symbols, how many we can have. For example, here we can have 2 C's, 3 C's, or 4. And yeah, and one more, we can put here the list number, and as we don't have the most number, it will be like infinity. For example, we should have here A, B, C, C, and some more C's here. Next part is how we can use these regular expressions in Java. Actually, regular expressions can be used in a lot of languages, and in Java we don't have a built-in class, but we have Java util Regex package for working with regular expressions. In that package, we have such class as pattern, matcher, and one more class for exception. Let's look at which methods we have in that class. The first method in pattern class is compile. It's static method, and it has a parameter regex, so it will compile the given regex in the instance of pattern. Then we can get the matcher from that pattern. We have flex method. I will show you how it works later a bit. We can split the string by using regex, and we can have a predicate. We can create a predicate from a pattern. The next class is matcher. It has also like the pattern method. The pattern class, it has method to return pattern from matcher, and vice versa. Next method, matches, and it's kind of similar to find, but the difference, it will implicitly add the caret symbol and dollar symbol at the end. So it will mean that it will look the exact string, but not a substring. And method find will search a subsequence of character in the string. Also, it has such methods as start and group and some replace methods. I think we will look into them in my demo part. Yeah, and one more class is a pattern syntax exception class. It will indicate some error in the syntax. So let's move on to the demo part. I believe you can see my screen. So the first, what I'm doing here is creating a pattern from with the help of method compile. It's static, so we are calling it by typing the class name. Our regex will be MJC, and I made it case insensitive, so it will matches the string with MJC in capital letters. First of all, I want to show how method flags work. So here we have a case insensitive flag, and it will return us a number of this flag. We can compare it to regular expression, just MJC, this pattern, and it will return us 0 for flags. Okay, next one is predicate. We can create a predicate from pattern, and predicate has its own methods. I want to stop here alone. Maybe predicate would be our next topic, but it has such methods, for example, as test, that will return true if we have such string, such substring in this in our parameter. And for example, we have here negate method, which will return opposite result. Let's try to show how it works. Yeah, predicate test result return true, and predicate negate result return false. The next one is a split method. Here in my example, I have regular expression that will search for digits. For example, in that string, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And it will split this string to separate strings in the place where the digit is located. You can see here example. Yeah, the first string would be everything that on the left side from first string. The second will be between first and second digit. It's A. Then it would be B, C, D, and E. So the string is split by our regular expression. Let's move on to the next class. It's matcher. So as I said, we can create the matcher from pattern, and vice versa. We can create matcher pattern from matcher. And if we compare the second created pattern to original one, it will return us that they are equals. Yeah, they are equal. Next method is method find. What it returns us? It returns us true if there is such a string as MJC in our example. If it contains such string as MJC, and it will show us match found. And if match is not found, it will return us false. Let me try to test. Yeah, it shows that match is found. And then we can use start and end methods. So what it returns us? It will return the first the first position where the match is found, and the end is the end position where the match is found. In here, it would be the 11 and 14. Yeah, the next method here I wanted to show is group. Here in my example, I'm searching for 3 digits. For example, here 1, 2, and 3 digits. And here in matcher, I have string 2 times 2 digits. It will find the first occurrence of 3 digits, and with the help of method group, we can get this first occurrence. Yeah, let me try to test. Yeah, the first group is 1, 2, 3. One more method is matches and replace all. Let me show you how it works, and then I'll explain. Yeah, matches will return as false because, as I said, our entire string MJC is a subsequence of strings that we have in matcher. So it returns as false because we have other symbols except MJC here. And as for replace all, what it does, it replaces what we found here. What we're searching here is MJC. It will replace MJC with the text that placed here in the method. And you can see the result that welcome to MJC is changed to welcome to Light Talk about Regex. Yeah, and the last one I wanted to show you is our exception. For example, here the syntax is wrong because because of this parenthesis. I mean, right, we don't have one. Yeah, if we type here, it will work. But if we don't have, it will compile successfully, but we will have the exception. Yeah. We have here pattern syntax exception because of unclosed group near index 11. Okay, let's go to our presentation. What I wanted to show you is some useful links. I want to point out the first one. It's there are some useful websites where you can test your regular expression. For example, here you can write some expression like the simpler one, and then you can test. You can type test string and test if it find your something that you are searching for. For example, yeah, here it has a match and it will show you much information. You can also see some references here, some symbols that you can use. Here, for example, as I said, yeah, this combination. And also you can do, for example, like replacement in your string. You can type what you want instead of your regular expression, and it will do the replacement. Example here, hello. Yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. Yeah, maybe you have any questions.
Thanks, Tatiana, for a great presentation, but unfortunately, we don't have any questions. I think we could finish our light talk. Thanks for joining us.